This is my video title, and this is how I have broken it down. For clarity, as you can see, there are 3 parts to think about when making a video title for YouTube. First is categories of content, 2 is viewers' perception, and 3 is finding content. Section 1. Categories of content. For YouTube specifically, there is actually one category everyone is trying to achieve, and that is edutainment, which, fun fact, was actually mentioned back in 1954 by Walt Disney himself, and can be described as a piece of content intended to teach, but has incidentally provided entertainment value. So if this is the goal for YouTube content, then all content on the platform should be educational, with a pinch of entertainment. But what you actually find on the platform is a spectrum of content ranging from boring educational classes to entire movies made by creators specifically for entertainment purposes only. And it's this small area in the middle where this edutainment lies. And just if you're curious, this is where I was aiming at for this video specifically. And now with that cleared up, let's break down what a pure educational video is against a pure entertainment video to understand the differences. If the category of content is purely educational, then you need to inform the viewer who is about to click on your video about what they are about to learn. And this can be boiled down to asking specific questions. Who, what, where, when, which, why, how, was, etc. For searchability, it is always best to be specific with these questions and include a topic for discussion when you actually make the video you want to upload for your channel. A topic example is one about the United States, and examples include: who is the President of the United States? What is the capital of the United States? Where is the United States located on the world map? When was the United States founded? Which President of the United States is present in 2022? Why does the United States have a president? How was the first President of the United States elected? Was the United States always a country? These are all specific questions which all have specific answers to them. The more specific the question, the shorter the video is expected to be. But the more general a question is, the longer the video is expected to be. Don't forget that YouTube is not just a media platform, but it is also a search engine, hence why I put the search icon in the thumbnail for this video, because this video was specifically created with search-based content in mind. And so when creating content on YouTube that is educational, the focus should be more about asking questions and answering them than on vague statements. If the category of content is purely entertainment, then a different strategy is needed, since answering questions is no longer the priority. Educational content focuses on communicating knowledge in an understandable and in a distinguishable fashion, while entertainment content purpose is to communicate emotion concepts to the audience in a way that they can experience this emotion that the content was designed to convey. So instead, the focus for entertainment should be on what type of emotional concept are you trying to convey to your audience, and what topic or idea are you going to use to convey this in. For example, YouTube channels like VisiPop and Glitch have been making amazing 2D and 3D animated content with the specific purpose of entertainment. Both involve a few ideas built around a story-driven world they have created for each show. For Glitch, they have a series called Murder Drones, a world with robots that want to murder one another, but also have personalities. And for VisPop, they have a show called Haluva Boss, a bunch of characters from a hell world that also interact with the non-hellish world. The point is that the YouTube video title for each show is just the name of the show, and therefore the focus for YouTube in terms of finding content is community driven instead of platform driven, since the intended purpose of the show is to convey certain emotions to the audience. It is in the viewer's best interest then to share the video so they and their close peers can own together a shared experience. But what about edutainment? Where does this fit in when talking about educational content and entertainment content? Now remember, edutainment is a piece of content intended to teach which has incidentally provided entertainment value. So from this we can say that the goal for this type of content should be educational with added value provided through the methods used in entertainment. We could actually draw the spectrum in a different way, with knowledge and understanding being the forefront of educational content and experience through emotion concepts at the other end. So when creating a title for content with edutainment as a focus, answering specific questions should remain a priority. But entertainment aspects need to be added in, and this will be explained with the next section. Section 2. Viewer's perspective. Viewers perceive content in 6 different ways: facts, fun, action, value and opinion, feelings, and imagination. But the average person perceives these things in different amounts and can be listed from most perceived to least perceived as follows: 30% are feelings-based, 25% are facts-based, 20% are fun-based, 10% are value and opinions-based, 10% is imagination-based, and 5% are action-based. This is important because when a person is scrolling through YouTube, the title and thumbnail are the first thing they can perceive from the content on the platform and base their decision from this perspective. This means words conveying feelings have on average a higher impact than words based on action. For example, look at these titles here, and I'll give you a moment to see which one you gravitate towards. Play Mario Kart and you will have fun. I played Mario Kart while drinking orange juice. I played Mario Kart and I had a great time with my friends. I played Mario Kart at 3 AM and cried. The answer is I played Mario Kart at 3 AM and cried. But why? Well, because this was the only title to have an emotional word that emphasizes a feeling felt, mixed with a random fact, 3 AM. But that coincides with a feeling that possibly might be felt at the time in the day, and it makes the audience react through feeling, which is the most powerful way to react to something, especially a negative one at that. Breaking down the others, you can see that play Mario Kart and you will have fun has no appeal to you, because although the statement may be true, because the word play at the beginning emphasizes you to perform an action, it is very unlikely that you will react this way, since an action means doing something physically, which needs more persuasion to actually achieve this. Mixing it with you will have fun, which is actually an opinion and not a fact, which persuades the audience even less. Just because a person states their opinion does not mean they will be right about it. The only outlier from this list of titles is I played Mario Kart while drinking orange juice, and brings some intrigue just because of how random of a statement it is, and that this is a fact and not an opinion allows more viewers to react in this way and more likely to click on the video. Section 3. Finding content. Now for the final part of this video, I'll cover an important aspect, which is how people actually find your content. Now this can be easily done by any creator from the platform when you simply log into your YouTube studio and look under the Analytics tab, since the section How Your Viewers Find Your Videos is one of the first sections displayed on this page and shows the data in 5 ways. First is the browse feature, where content is found while clicking around the YouTube site with your mouse, so on places such as the home screen, subscription feed, and the other browsing features such as the new Shorts tab. Secondly are the channel pages, and are what you see when you enter the channel page, either by searching for the channel itself or clicking on their profile picture below their video, or on their profile picture in the comment section if they have commented on either on their own video or on someone else's video. Thirdly is of course YouTube search, and is whatever comes up after you type in the search bar. And remember that the autocomplete feature appears as you type to help guide you to the most searched for content. Fourthly are the suggested videos appearing alongside or after the video you watch. The one on the side of the videos is determined by YouTube, but the ones at the end of the video as cards can be customized by the creator before the video is published. And lastly is from direct or unknown, where people can find your video from another place on the internet through a URL link, either shared by another person or a link found on another site. But it also includes whether someone clicked on it when searching using Google, as they also sometimes display videos directly on the search page on the Google search page. Now that's a lot of information, but to simplify how people find you, it actually comes down just to 2 points. Either someone is typing in something in the YouTube search or Google search bar to search for a video, or someone is clicking somewhere either on the YouTube platform itself or an external link and being guided to your video through the click of a button. So to make it easier for people to find your video, you have 3 options. Guide people to your site through an external link, either on social media or on another website. Make an appealing thumbnail so a person clicks on your video when you're browsing through the YouTube platform, or to create a video title that has been optimized for the search engine, which is what this video has been all about from the start.